Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video, and we have got an EZA that actually dropped alongside a Dokkan Fest banner. This is like incredibly uncommon. What typically happens is EZAs will drop like a week or so after the Dokkan Fest banner, but this is an abbreviated short celebration before Saiyan Day anyway, right? And there's going to be two main EZAs in this celebration, which is absolutely crazy. So we're starting out on stage 26, but this EZA is actually a little bit interesting, as we can see here. You start out with Android 18, you're going through, and then eventually she, sort of awakens. Then you start fighting GOTEN, he awakens, and then you start fighting TRUNKS as well. And then, eventually you're fighting GOTEN and TRUNKS at the same time. And then now we're going to be fighting GOTEN, TRUNKS, and Android 18 at the same time. Now, despite the fact that we're fighting three different enemies with three different colors here, I don't necessarily think this is going to be that bad of an EZA for people to do, because you're able to use artificial life form, right? Now, the three colors you want to use, obviously, are Tech, AGL, and STR, so this is sort of what I've got going. Honestly, Skinny Boo right here would be a very good pick, because remember, he gets stronger against Majin Buu Saga enemies, which, of course, it's erroneous. Android 18 and this Trunks and Goten should not be on the Buu Saga, but they are. So we could use this Skinny Boo right here. Obviously, STR Cell, if I had him link leveled, he'd be a better pick. STR Super Boo, no. I think sort of like a build like this would work. I mean, you don't even really need to just go between these three colors, right? Like, if you're a free-to-play player, maybe going for, like, Boo Tanks, building around him, or Cell. At the very least, they will be ultra defensive and also be healing you. Same with, like, Kid Boo and stuff like that. But obviously, the three main colors we want to use, where the bosses are not going to have damage reduction and stuff like that, is against STR, AGL, and Tech, right? But obviously, again, like LR Cell and LR Wuhan, they're so powerful that they certainly would be able to help in here. Now, I'm bringing the 50% supports. I don't really foresee us having too many difficulties, honestly. I think this should be pretty, like, easy, but we'll see. Baby, of course, is going to be getting stronger because of the fact that we have, hybrid Saiyans around. Obviously, LR Baby is super good. But, this is one of those things where it's like, if you're on global, maybe you could sort of like link level some of these characters. Exchange Boo obviously is going to be ideal in this event because he's, the type of color we want to use here for the event anyway. But then he also is, of course, the best leader for Artificial Life Form. It's unfortunate. I actually, like, Artificial Life Form, like, his leader skill is good, but we need a new Artificial Life Form leader, honestly. That Exchange Boo, I feel like he has aged so rapidly and so fast, it's ridiculous. Honestly, both the Gotenks and the Boo did, because like, we were able to poke so many holes in those units the second they came out. Obviously, once we start getting to, like, power creep territory, where it's like, okay, 6th year anniversary is here, oh, all these units are so crazy now, and then it's like, you go back to Exchange Boo and Gotenks, it's like, eh. I mean, Gotenks is definitely passable, though, because his defense goes way past 200k in Super Saiyan. He has 70% chance to stun. It's like, Gotenks is good. But Skinny Boo, like, the Exchange Boo, like, is, like, complete fodder until they go Super, which, is not going to happen until, like, turn 6 at the earliest. It's just, it's madness, right? I don't know what Dokkan was thinking when they made the Exchange Boo. They just really weren't using their brains. Exchange Boo would be fine. Actually, I mean, they'd be more than fine if they got attack and defense. Like, so like Fat Boo is key 1 and 100% attack at the start of turn. And then he also is getting the 40% damage reduction. Basically, if they just gave the unit defense to match along with the attack, that would fix this unit for sure, right? Maybe that would be too good. I don't know. Yeah, look at, dude, Trunks is not even, like, again, Skinny Boo, all he has is 40% damage reduction, right? The pure evil gray Boo right here. And Trunks was still not doing damage to him. So that's why I'm not really, these EZAs, I feel like, tend to not be as hard as the Dokkan Fest EZAs, like EZAs against banner units and stuff like that. By the way, again, as you guys can see, this is a normal EZA all the way through, so we're getting the full rewards. orbs of all 3 type. We're getting Grand Kais and stuff like that, the medals for all these characters. So, again, a very, very well done EZA. I mean, if Dokkan really wants to win us over and show us how much, you know, they're rocking with us, constant EZAs is good. I am totally cool with constant and consistent EZAs all over the place, right? But again, like if Skinny Boo was, so he gets 2 ki at the start of turn, which I actually do like those effects, units that just give themselves ki like that. Then he gets 150% attack. If he also got 150% defense, that would make this unit real interesting, because he still has his 40% damage reduction. He'd have the chance to dodge. That would be good, right? But unfortunately, that's not what he's got. Super Boo is great, but the problem is, again, not only do you need to be turn 6 at the minimum to become Super Boo, but there's also an HP restriction on the active skill. That's why, like, I would argue Exchange Boo is going to suck ass, even for, like, the God event, because you're literally not going to be able to get him, like, you're more than likely not going to be above 70% HP, like, by the time you're able to transform in turn 6 in the God event, like, because you can only bring 2 items, you know, so you don't really, it's just, it's unfortunate, because, like, in GOTENs, you know, I used him in, like, no item runs and stuff like that in the God event, but the Skinny Boo, he's pretty bad, the Exchange Majin Buu. This unit, honestly, I wouldn't mind an EZA for them. I mean, you know, we're still a little ways away before we're gonna get something like that, but you know, it wouldn't be the worst ever. I will say that for damn sure. They definitely need the help, because Artificial Life Form, again, it's a lot of like really good units on Artificial Life Form. Yeah, we'll do this. Baby is going to be able to just... Baby is definitely our strongest unit here in terms of damage. But Artificial Life Form's got a lot of good units on it, right? Like, now that the name update is gone, too, you know, another character that's really going to help is Cell. I don't know that I've heard a lot of people talk about that. But Cell is definitely gotten enhanced by the same name update, because there are, what, 3 perfect cells who are all pretty solid. The Tech, Int, and STR perfect cells are all solid. Actually, oh my god, I just realized the Tech, no, even more so than that is the Tech perfect cell. The World Tournament Tech perfect cell, now you can run him on the same team as like that LR Int cell. That, dude, that helps Tech Cell out so much. Actually, I think I'm actually going to put Tech Cell on the team now that I'm looking at it, because Tech Cell, right? So here's what that World Tournament Tech Cell does. He has 120% attack and defense at the start of turn. Then he greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn on his super attack, which is nice. He gives extreme class allies 2 ki and 30% attack and defense. He lowers super class enemies' defense by 60%. Not really going to help us too much here. And then he also has a high chance of launching an additional super attack when facing 2 or more enemies, which we are. So I actually think I am going to bring him. Maybe I'll do that instead of second form Cell. I feel like we could do that instead of, yeah, let's do that instead of second form Cell. Let's get rid of second form Cell, and let's bring in this right here, this World Tournament Perfect Cell. Yeah, I got to get this guy fully link leveled now. This guy, now that you could use him on teams alongside like LR Cell, the LR Int Cell, that is huge for that guy, because that's literally the only real, well, I guess that there's 2 things I would say about this cell. Is number 1, unfortunately, he was just not as good as High School Gohan. A lot of the reason there is because High School Gohan is like practically the best free-to-play unit in the game or something like that. He's so good, right? And then the other one was that, like, the name. Like, obviously, it's going to be super difficult for, like, that perfect form Cell. Like, a situation where you'd want to use him over the LR is not going to be very common. But now that we can use both, oh my god, there's so many, like, combos of units that have now been freed up that I, like, haven't even really thought of, right? Like, okay, so, like, in the future, surely we'll get some villain Kamehameha leader. That's where this Tech Cell, because now you would run LR Int Cell for sure, but you would also run this Tech Cell, right? And then, like, this Tech Cell would be a great support for all the villains on Kamehameha. All the Goku Blacks and Boos and Mira and stuff like that. Like, it's the same name update. The more I think about it, the more I think of different combos you can do and stuff like that, the more I really do think it was such a beautiful decision by Dokkan to do that now. I really do. Alright, I guess we're gonna do this. We'll go ahead and have Boo get rid of GOTEN right there. And then Baby should be able to get rid of Android 18. Again, Super 17 can be very good, but, you know, we would just want, like, one of these turns where all the attacks were sort of, like, focused on slot 1 or something like that. And then we could build up Super 17 rather quickly. I guess this is an EZA. I probably didn't really need to start at 26. I probably could have started a little later, because obviously this EZA takes a little bit longer than a typical one since we have 3 enemies. This is the first EZA with 3 bosses, right? Because we have, like... well... Yeah, because the Family Kamehameha one, don't you only fight Goku, right? At the very end, like, after you get to stage, like, 30 or something like that, I believe you're only fighting Goku at the same time. Let me just quickly double check that, because I don't remember. It's been a long time since I've tried to, like, get further in that EZA, right? Obviously, there's so many more units. Like, Link leveling is what takes priority, but, like, you know, maybe one of these days I'll try and get further on one of these EZAs again like that, but I haven't really done that in a while, because, again, like, Link leveling it's just all I'm doing now. Family Kamehameha. Yeah, it's... Stage 30 plus is against just the Goku. It's kind of a similar thing where the one EZA for all those units that awaken from the battlefield medals, like Metal Cooler, the Super Saiyan Goku, the Vegeta, the Android 13, like after stage 30 plus, you're only fighting the Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, right? It's kind of the same thing there. All right, well, here we'll have Baby. Go ahead and finish us off. I do like... This is a good stage, too, where we're actually able to make use out of some of these 50% supports, because even if, like, okay, so like Rildo, right? Even though he's not necessarily supporting all these other, you know, tech characters and stuff like that we're rocking on the team, like with his, like, the key support or the stats and stuff like that, the fact that he has orb changing as well really does work very well to the benefit of the team. All right, so only 2 more stages left to go. And then I need to get these characters fully link leveled, the GOTEN, Trunks, and Android 18. I don't have them quite finished as of yet. So obviously that's something I do need to work on, is getting them fully link leveled and stuff like that. And then I'm going to do, obviously, showcases of them. And then, of course, we also have, the actual Dokkan Fest unit as well. I'm going to be doing videos on. I'm going to do a video on the Dokkan Fest later today, the 55% video. And then probably there's going to be a lot of summons coming, because I didn't get that lucky in chasing my boy Krillin. As it like sort of played out, Krillin ended up being my downfall, and Krillin is easily one of the best banner units in the game. So I will be rainbowing that Krillin. So it's gonna be quite the journey, to say the least. Our boy Krillin was not on my side with that. Let's see if Cell could triple Super Force. Can you give us one more, Cell? No, okay, only 2. He was still able to finish off Android 18. Again, that's where that additional of his... Can we stop getting, like, both exchange boos in one rotation? That is such a bummer, right? Like, we definitely don't need this to continue happening. Yeah, dude, again, exchange boo, he's just such a fodder unit. Like, I'm sorry, he's so bad. Like, I don't really know, like, what... I'm trying to think, what is an argument you would have for him? Like, okay, how would you argue that exchange boo is not that bad? There's nothing. He's better after the link level update? Like, what are you gonna say? Because, like, Skinny Boo, you're not gonna get there until turn 3 at the minimum. That's where he can actually do things, right? Because then he seals on super attack. He's got the medium chance to dodge. He's got the high chance of stunning, right? He's actually, like, able to do, like, more than nothing, right? Oh, actually, I think I'm gonna do this. Yeah, because this is gonna give Rildo much higher attack by sort of doing it like that. But yeah, there's just, like, not really an argument. Like, the only argument for Skinny Boo is his great leader skill. His leader skill is so good, right? Majin Power, Category Key 4, and 170% of stats. And then Artificial Life Form, Key 3, HP and Attack 170, and Defense 130. That is a supremely good leader skill. I really, really like it, actually. because I think artificial life form is a great category that always has plenty of room to improve, right? Because we're talking about Cell, Majin Buu, you know, Metal Cooler, and then, of course, Baby. I mean, Baby's gonna get a Dokkan Fest at some point. Baby is such a major villain. He's so underrepresented. And then a lot of the androids as well. You know, like Super 17 is gonna get a Dokkan Fest. You know, Hellfighter 17 might get better cards. Like, and then obviously it's one of the main like teams and categories too that probably would have like is going to get majorly buffed by the fact of the same like name character thing, right? Like a category like Goku Family or Pure Saiyans probably didn't really need the like the same name update like really at all, but like something like Artificial Life Form, Majin Power, those types of categories are now going to be way better. Actually, even Youth, now that I think about it, because you could use several of like those Super Saiyan Gohans at the same time. Like now Youth is going to be, yeah, this was just a very positive update for the game, because like this is how all these small shitty categories no longer are going to actually be like super small and super shitty, right? Because now they could just release infinite like Super Saiyan 2 Gohans and they're good, right? They could EZA all the old Super Saiyan 2 Gohans and you're fine. So that is going to be a really positive thing for sure. Okay, so let's just try and finish off. I guess we'll go for 18 first, because we're going to have more characters here that are going to have type advantage against her, so we probably could finish her off. We will see. Let me know what you guys think. Again, I don't think this EZA is really going to be too difficult. I mean, we're seeing that, like, they're not really even able to damage this team here, right? Like, there's nothing they can really... It's just these types of EZAs, like the banner unit EZAs, I've noticed, again, the difficulty is just far lower. That was 3 dodge right there, by the way. That was the good old 3 dodge kicking in, because Fat Buu doesn't have any dodge built into his kit. That's one way they could have made, like, because he gains the dodge in his passive and then the seal on super attack when he becomes Skinny Buu. Like, at least one of those two actually being on Fat Buu would help out a lot, right? But instead they gave him nothing. They gave him, like, virtually no chance to compete. It's very dumb. Okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to get rid of Android 18. Then Baby actually should be able to pretty much crush Goten. I think Baby and Exchange Buu here. Well, we're not going to be able to super attack right there. Okay. That's like the first super attack we've missed. That's pretty good. And then it is unfortunate here that Super 17, most of these hits on him are going to come after he's already super attacked. So, like, now he's going to build up, like, pretty much that, like, you know, full passive, or at least get a bunch of it active. We're not even going to really even be able to benefit from that damage, because we're probably going to finish off before we get back to that turn. I don't know. We'll see. If Baby would, like, double super for us, that would certainly help. He would dramatically cut down the amount of time we'd have to spend in here, right? So, yeah, I mean, there's not really too much else to talk about. This is a pretty, like, I would say this celebration is really good. It's, to me, it's very difficult to like, speak negatively about this celebration. Because even though there's such, like, small stuff in here, like, there's no new story event, there's no free-to-play characters or anything like that, but it's just the banner. But then having 2 EZAs, I think, is good. There's also a Battlefield, but again, like, 2 EZAs in like a 2-week celebration is just crazy to me. And, like, all these characters are good. Like, the Goten and Trunks and Android 18 are really good. We're not going to be able to use the Goten and Trunks yet at full power, because now that the same name update has happened, I think the best way to utilize a lot of these Trunks and Goten units is to literally, again, just rock a full Goten and Trunks team. I think that's probably the ideal way to go about it, and we're not really able to do that quite yet, right? We're not going to be able to do that until the same name update actually goes live in-game. We don't know when that's going to be, but as soon as that happens, it's going to become very fun to sort of play around with everything, I guess I would say. So there we go. There is this EZA done. I will go ahead and get these characters EZA'd, and I'm going to do full level 10 link showcases for all 3 individually once I get them to full level 10 links. They're close. I'm getting them. A lot of them, they're at like 8, 9 and level 10 links, so it won't be too long for me to get that done. Plus, I'll be, you know, grinding them while working on the Dokkan Fest you know, Goten and Trunks, as well as the Krillin at the same time. So there's stage 30 done. I'll get these bad boys EZA'd. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.